Hey guys, how are you all today? I'm just here to preview the Australian Open quarterfinals for 2022. So I'm just going to go through the matches now. First one is Denis Shapovalov against Rafael Nadal, right? Um, what I see happening in this match is Shapovalov is going to use his big serve and attacking and power game to shorten the points and not get into a rally, right? Um, but I think what's going to happen is Nadal's return is going to be good enough, and he's going to get him in enough rallies from standing back deep to return. Get him in enough rallies, as I've said, and then move him around and expose his lack of movement, force him into long rallies, and then he's going to have to go for too much to end the rally and go for a low percentage shot. So hit the ball too hard, too close to the line, and cause errors to shorten the point, right? Um, and then when he doesn't go for as much, Nadal can just get him in the long rally with the forehand, move him around, expose his lack of movement, and be winning out rallying him that way. And then the rest of the time, Shapovalov is hitting a whole bunch of errors because he needs to end the rally because he doesn't want to be pushed around and out rallied, right? And then with Nadal returning well enough, it's putting a whole lot of pressure for him to have to win rallies with Nadal just to hold. And eventually, Nadal's going to get the breakthroughs. On Nadal's serve, Nadal will just start the rally ahead with the serve and then control it with the forehand. And then Shapovalov being pushed around is just nowhere near good enough defensively. And he'll just have no chance of rallies with Nadal just controlling him on the move. He won't get to enough balls, and when he does, he'll hit errors on the run. And so, but because of his power game and the big serve, I'm going to give him a set where he overpowers Nadal, serves a whole bunch of aces, gets a whole bunch of winners in, plays low percentage tennis, and takes risks, but it all comes off and blows Nadal off the court for a set. But I don't think he'll keep it up. So 4 sets for Nadal in that one. In the next one, the next second quarterfinal, we've got Monfils against Berrettini. Uh, Monfils wasn't very good for a long time, and even though he's come back now, I just don't. I think he needs more time to build consistency. Berrettini has been better, and I just think, yeah, I just think. Sorry about that. That Berrettini is going to serve huge, hammer his forehand very huge. It's a bit slower at night, and Berrettini will just be completely in control, and he'll just overpower Monfils. And Monfils will never actually get a chance to get into a rally. He'll never develop rhythm, and because he's never getting in a rally and never develop rhythm, he's not going to play a good standard. He's going to make a whole bunch of errors, and he's just not going to have time to really get involved in these rallies to move Berrettini around and actually get rhythm to be playing well in the rallies because the rallies will always be too short. They'll always be over too fast. He'll never be able to get involved in it. Um, and he'll just be simply overpowered by Berrettini's serve and forehand. And just being overpowered, um, and having his time taken away, shorten the point, never getting a chance to be involved in rallies and get rhythm in those rallies, and just Berrettini with too much power and overpowering off the serve and forehand. But because he's been a bit better, I'll give him a set, and I'll say it's 4 sets to Berrettini. So let's look at the quarterfinals tomorrow. Sinner is going to be playing against Tsitsipas Yeah, guys, I just think these two are very similar level, similar style of game. Sinner and Tsitsipas, where they're both an attacking game, big serve, shorten the point, take time away. It's just going to be a matter of who's going to do it better, right? And I see that being Tsitsipas. One, I think he serves a bit better. And then two, I think the forehand is a bit more powerful just to end the point. And I think he's a bit more consistent in the rally shots as far as making less errors and just a bit better defensively. So he's going to do the same thing, but with a bit better defense, a bit better shot tolerance and less errors, a bit more power on a forehand to finish, a bit better of a volley, and a bit better of a serve. So they're all good in all these areas, but Tsitsipas a bit better in all the areas. So I'm going to say fourth 4 or 5, but I'll go for 4 now for Tsitsipas, just due to them playing a similar style, but Tsitsipas being a bit better in all those areas and having that ability to really finish points with the forehand and finish points at the net in a better way than he is more of a finishing forehand, and Sinner doesn't quite have a backhand or a forehand. It's on the level of Tsitsipas's forehand to finish the point, right? And then also, once he's hit the forehand, he's got a better volley to end the point too, whereas Sinner doesn't. So a better forehand to finish the point when you're in the rally for Tsitsipas over Sinner, and then a better volley to end the point too. So I think that will be the big thing. When you're in these rallies, you're trying to end the point. Tsitsipas has got the forehand to end the point, a much better finishing of a point shot than what Sinner has. And then when you're in complete control and you want to end it with a volley, Tsitsipas has got a better volley. It'll come down to that, but a bit better in every area for Tsitsipas. So he'll win this one in 4 sets. And then the last quarterfinal will feature Felix Auger-Aliassime against Daniel Medvedev. This sort of one, we've seen it in the past. I mean, Aliassime tries to serve big, attack, shorten the points, but Medvedev is able to get back a whole lot of his serves, force him into rallies and move him around and out rally him. And then to have to win all these rallies just to hold serve against someone who rallies as good as Medvedev is too much. So you see a whole lot of returns from Medvedev coming into play. You see Aliassime forced into rallies. You see Medvedev moving him around, out rallying him, being the better guy in long rallies, exposing Aliassime's lack of movement. Then you see Aliassim sick of being pushed around in these rallies, going for too much and making errors. So you see those two patterns. But just Medvedev gets too many returns in play, forces too many rallies on Aliassim on his own service game, too many times where Medvedev's pushing him around, moving him around in the rally, and too many times where Aliassim's going for too much to end the point with high risk tennis because he can't rally with Medvedev. So Medvedev is getting enough breaks by getting the returns, forcing him into the rallies, moving him around, out rallying him, and then waiting for Aliassim to not want to be pushed around the rally, go for too much. Gets his breaks there on Medvedev. Serve, there's no real chance for Aliassim because like Medvedev is getting aces, winning it off. Aces, he's getting unreturned serves from his big serve. He's getting rallies where he started the point completely ahead and just moving Aliassim around. And as I said, when he's pushing Aliassim around in the rallies, he's exposing Aliassim's lack of movement, and Aliassim has no chance in a rally where he's being pushed around. And then if Aliassim can get back to 50-50, again, if it's a 50-50, Medvedev's pushing him around like the return games, and then he's losing that way. And then when Aliassim doesn't want to be pushed in pushed around in the rallies. He goes for too much. He hits it too hard, too close to the line, and makes a whole bunch of errors. But that's not happening very often. It's mostly Medvedev starting the point ahead, pushing him around and controlling the rallies, and also Medvedev getting serves and 1-2 punches, getting aces, and just very few points to be had on Medvedev's serve. And then on Aliassime's serve, a high level of returning for Medvedev, getting the ball back on court, pushing Aliassime around in the rallies, exposing his lack of movement. And then when Aliassime doesn't want that, he goes for he hits the ball too hard, too close to the line to try to end the point, high risk tennis, and makes the error. I mean, in the US Open, there were straight sets for Medvedev. They just played in Sydney at the ATP Cup, straight sets for Medvedev there. I'm going to say Medvedev is going to beat Felix Auger-Aliassime in straight sets. So that's what I'm going to say. That's my video for today. Subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. Have a great day, night, wherever you are in the world, and watch the quarterfinals. And be back here for my next video in about a day and a half to 2 days. I'll be previewing the Australian Open semi-finals. So this is my quarterfinal preview. In 2 days, I'll preview the Australian Open semi-finals, and then 2 days after that, I'll be previewing the Australian Open final. I'll be back here in 2 days for my Australian Open semi-final preview. But that's the end of my video of my quarterfinal preview. Again, subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. Thanks for being with me. Bye for now, guys. Thanks for being with me, guys. Subscribe. Bye for now.